You've seen the videos in your feed. Music YouTube is dying. It's not growing anymore. What happened? All the artists are falling off and they're not making content anymore and they're quitting. What happened? Well, the artists, they're probably just sick of doing the same thing over and over again. But I want to address why music YouTube is falling off and dying and not growing and not reaching that mainstream attention that we've deserved for a long time. So I've watched a few videos on this, and the common answer we get over and over again, oh, we're just overusing stuff a lot and over again. That's why. Which I don't think that's entirely incorrect, but just hear me out for a second. There's a nice little shift in social media I've noticed recently, and it's that edgier humor is actually more mainstream now. Some of the things we post today would probably get us canceled in 2020 and 2019. And I'm actually glad that there's a shift like that happening. And it may offend you, it may make you mad, but I think it's great that freedom of expression is more acceptable now. I think free speech is good for social media, which it's one of the parts of this brand. The 5 basic freedoms that you need to take back: your freedom of expression, your freedom of thought, your freedom of wealth, time, and location. And if you have to give one of these up for the other, then you don't have freedom. And I'm glad to see that people are allowed to use their freedom of expression a little more. For example, I recently saw this YouTube short in my feed. It was on YouTube Shorts too, not Instagram Reels. I know, shocker. It's not on Twitter either. Shocker. It was called Guitar But Racism. And if you want to get mad at that, get mad. I don't really care. But I thought it was super funny. He was playing guitar songs based on what race you are. And that's what music YouTube needs. People that say F it and just push the boundaries a little more. People who make those videos. I think Aaron Paulson is a great example of someone who was able to push the boundaries and get into that mainstream level. Also incorporating mainstream humor. Humor in general, right? That was the mainstream people can enjoy. So even non-musicians watch his content. That's why he's so big. That's why he's so popular. His funniest video ever was the one where he played the bald lady's head as a practice pad. That one was so funny. Even my buddies who don't play instruments thought it was hilarious. That's just an example of what music YouTube needs to grow. People who push the boundaries and people who are able to get into the mainstream. And that means dropping the inside joke humor, crabcore, breakdown, deathcore. We need to drop that, okay? No wonder why it's not growing and it's dying and it has waves like this. We're using inside jokes, we're not pushing boundaries, and nothing about us is gonna reach the mainstream. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like those gatekeepers who are like, don't tell them the song, don't comment the song, don't do that, bro. I thought you wanted your genre to grow. I thought you wanted this to grow. Now you don't? I thought you wanted your channel to grow. My whole point is the reason why music YouTube is dying is because we're too safe, we're too surface level, and we have nothing about us that will reach the mainstream. Nothing about us that a mainstream audience will like. Nothing. And people who are great at doing that are like Aaron Paulson. Sometimes he doesn't even post videos that are related to music. He just posts comedy videos. And we need more people like that. So that's why you see in like my tutorial videos and my Omega videos is why I say the most out-of-pocket, offensive things you can imagine. Especially in my tutorial videos. A lot of people are very clean and cut and safe when they do their tutorials, right? They want to get sales for their product. I get it, right? Well, I swear, I say I'm gonna fuck this bitch. I say whatever I want. I may make a fucked up joke. But even if you don't agree with me, even if you're really mad at me right now, you have to agree something's gotta change. We can't be this fucking chud that nothing ever happens. We can't be that guy, bro. What the fuck? We can't fucking be him. So I encourage the people watching this, incorporate a little more mainstream aspects to your content. It could be humor. It could be you have a rapper try the drums or something. I don't know. Whatever. And push the boundaries a little more, bro. I know people are gonna leave mean comments. But we need to get to that level of success that we haven't seen before. Push the boundaries. Do something a little bit more mainstream. And that's what music YouTube needs. I love you. Mwah.